listen to things later and you process out exactly what's going on, and you realize that things are happening the way they need to, because you're gonna know what you need to do in whatever moment you're gonna need to do. You're gonna know what to do in most contexts of what's going on, because you see things and you feel things and you know that it's gonna work the way it's gonna work, because you realize that certain things are going to happen the way they need to happen because of what's going on. Like when you're in certain situations and you think about it later, you're like, okay, so this is what I need to work on. This is the things I need to work on. So I know the outcome's gonna be different because of what's going on. And to me, that makes a lot of sense, because certain situations, you're like, I've never been in this situation before, because it's new, because I'm new, because I'm different, I'm unique, I'm different, I'm a whole different individual than I was before. So you're gonna see things, you're gonna feel things, you're gonna experience things from a different point of view, because you see and you feel things from a different point of view. So you experience things through your point of view or your perception, and you realize that everything's going to work out the way it needs to. I'm going to be the individual that I'm supposed to be, because I'm constantly learning, evolving, and transmuting and growing into whatever I'm supposed to grow, transmute into. So it just shows me that there's nothing that I need to be afraid of or be scared of, because everything's gonna happen the way that it needs to happen, because I'm in control of how I react or how I play things out the way they need to get played out, because in all reality, I am a co-creator with God, and we're doing this together. So it makes me realize that anything's possible, and I'm just at a starting point of, it doesn't matter what I did in the past, because a part of that doesn't really apply anymore, but a part of it does. It depends on how I'm going to use it from this. Because there's bad experience that happened to you and you're like, that's not cool, that's not fair, I don't like that. But then if you look at why and when and why that played out the way it did, then things are going to make sense. It just shows to me that exactly what's going on is exactly where I need to be. It doesn't mean I'm where I want to be, because that's part of the process, is realizing that I'm going to grow and evolve and learn from whatever situation I've been in. So if I was divorced, or I was brought up in a Christian family, or whatever situation you want to use, will show you that it's gonna be a benefit, because the outcome from now on is different than it was back then. So at the time, this is what you thought, this is how I thought, this is what I thought, this is when I thought that. Now it's not like that. You don't need to think like that anymore. You don't need to act like that anymore. You don't need to have that perception. So going forward, you're like, okay, what should I do? And certain things won't, I don't know how to say this. Certain things won't just fall in your lap the way that you need them to, because you have to do some work behind them. But there's a way that you can change that